This is another Remuneration Associates session that describes key elements of incentive compensation and benefits for growing companies. This particular subject is pension and retirement plans. And what I wanted to do really was to just describe to you, the owner or the senior management of growing companies, what is out there. This is a UK perspective. Obviously, we could give you a US perspective as well, but the focus on this particular podcast is around UK pension and retirement plans. The two key plans obviously are defined benefit and defined contribution plans. Defined benefit plans where an employer guarantees a specific retirement benefit for employees based on salary history and years of service. The organisation is responsible for funding the plan as well as managing the plan's investments. So most commonly that work is contracted out to a pension administration firm. It's less common, it's higher cost, and it's complex. It doesn't rule it out, but the reality is that amongst growing companies, in our experience, much less common, increasingly less so. A huge traction, though, for senior employees that are obviously close to retirement. There's no question that a defined benefit pension plan is a very big pool nowadays in terms of recruitment for senior employees. The other program is a defined contribution plan, or DC plan. Both you, the employer, and the employee make regular contributions to an individual retirement account or a group plan. The eventual retirement benefit depends on the contributions made, the performance of the invested funds. Again, that work is often contracted out to a pension administration firm or investment firm. I have to say that I'm very familiar with those programs as a company owner, and they are far more common, far more prevalent. In the US, as a matter of interest, the most common type of plan is a 401k. I'm sure you will have heard of that. In the UK, workplace pension schemes are the most common DC plan, by far the most common of which are automatic enrolment schemes, which were introduced in 2012. Under the automatic enrolment scheme, employees are required to automatically enrol eligible employees into a workplace pension scheme and make contributions to their retirement savings, unless the employees choose to opt out. In other words, it's an opt-in unless you choose to opt out. It's a sensible way to encourage people to save for their investments. There are two types of automatic enrolment pension plan. One is occupational pension scheme, and the other is the NEST plan. The occupational pension scheme is a scheme that was established, will be established by you for your employees, of which there's probably two types. One is a trust-based scheme where the plan is managed by trustees who hold the pension assets on behalf of the pension members. And the other is a contract-based scheme, which is provided by typically insurance companies or financial institutions. A government-sponsored scheme called NEST, National Employment Savings Trust, is also a trust-based occupational pension scheme, and that's available to employees of all sizes. It really suits smaller organisations because it's low cost, very simple, and it's a pension approach where you don't want to set up your own pension. Where there are founders in the organisation, and I suspect many of you who are listening to this may well be in organisations where there's a founder at some stage, you can have a much more flexible pension, but often that's more complex. So it rather depends on the legal structure of the business, the jurisdiction, and so forth. But the best examples for founders are self-invested pension plans, or SIPs, SASs, which are small self-administered schemes, and stakeholder pensions. Let's quickly go through those. A self-invested pension plan, self-invested personal pension, is a type of personal pension plan in the UK that provides individuals with control over their retirement savings. It allows for a wide range of investment choices that include equities, bonds, even property. If you're self-employed or own a small business, you can contribute to a SIP and benefit from tax advantages while saving. A SAS is designed for small businesses with fewer than 11 members. Could be ideal. They allow the owner to act as a trustee and have greater control over investment decisions. A SAS can provide retirement benefits to business owners and selected employees. Stakeholder pensions are also low-cost, flexible plans available to individuals in the UK. They also include self-employed individuals. They were introduced to encourage retirement savings and are quite flexible when it comes to investment options. The good news is that stakeholder pensions have low charges and are flexible around contribution levels. Then there are personal pension plans. Those are available to employed or self-employed people in the UK. They're offered by financial institutions and they allow individuals to contribute to a pension and benefit from tax advantages. So those are the examples that represent some of the retirement savings options available for self-employed individuals and small business owners that are growing here in the UK. You'd obviously need to consult with financial advisors and pension specialists for your own specific circumstances, but you may find that useful. You could also go to the Office for National Statistics or the Pensions Regulator for a very clear, up-to-date and current view of what's available and the tax efficiency of various options. I hope that's helpful.